Hello, anybody obviously watching, and welcome back to AJ Plays Kamidori. And I just noticed down here it says no gamepad detected, which means this has gamepad options, which is odd. I should have grabbed my PS4 controller before I started recording. Oh well, we could try that some other time. Anyways, we did the test, and now we have to see if we passed. But Will is just so impatient, he needs to go outside. Out on the street, the sounds of hammers and machines are everywhere. The workshops fill this town, so it's full of alchemists and the people that work with them. The city's backbone is alchemy. If I pass, I'll be a part of it too. As I think and walk, I hear a shout from down the street. It's coming from one of the nearby workshops. There's a man arguing with a girl.
Get out of here! I don't need brats getting in the way of my business.
何よ、お客を追い出すつもり?
What customer? I ain't got time for brats. Get out of here before I throw you out.
触らないでよ。これでもくれ。
By the way, you may notice that the audio stuff is different. I switched it up a little bit. Maybe a little too much though. Let me see. You know what? Nope. Come on. No, come on. There we go. Volume mixer does wonders. I turned down the background music a little bit because the girl whose name I forgot when in the last part, her voice was a little quiet, I think. Click. Oh god. The man's body flips into the air and spins before he falls onto the ground. What the heck just happened? He stays on the ground looking up in blank surprise.
あんたみたいな交渉、こっちから願い下げよ。ピータ。
So, she also joins the party, semi-spoilers, and I got an outfit for her that makes her have long hair. The girl sticks out her tongue and starts running. Directly into me! She plows headlong into me. I catch her and hold her up. Whoa, careful there. Are you okay?
ごめんなさい。あれ、その顔、ウィルフレド・ディオン。
Huh? You know who I am? We both look at each other in surprise. A little ways away, the fallen man staggers to his feet. Jeez.
Damn it! Where'd that brat go?
He starts walking towards us, looking for her. She realizes it and looks up at me with bleeding eyes.
お兄さん助けて。悪い奴が私を追いかけてくるの。
Well, you know that I'm not sure how to react to her sudden request, and she's obviously only pretending to cry. All the while, the man is coming towards us.
このままじゃ私、あの人に捕まっちゃうよ。それで警備隊に差し出されて、牢屋に入れられて。
Uh-huh. When she breaks into tears, everybody looks at us. Don't look at me with those eyes. Van notices it too and comes straight here. Hurry up and get out of here. Come on, go. I instinctively push the girl into the crowd.
ありがとう、ウィル。
Whatever, just go. Immediately after she disappears, the man makes it to my side.
You. I've seen you somewhere before. Have we met? Whatever. Hey, you know that brat?
No, I don't.
Really? Well, what were you talking about with her?
The man stares at me suspiciously, immediately pointing the opposite direction that she went. She went that way. I think she's gone already.
Shh. Whatever. I'll get her next time.
The man turns around and starts to leave, but suddenly looks back.
I remember. You're that Dion boy. Your parents would roll in their graves knowing you were just screwing around.
The man spits back the words as he leaves. I sigh in relief. I better get to the bar before I'm sucked into anything else. And that's where I think we meet the third main girl. When I step into the bar like usual, Tian, the bartender, greets me with a broad smile.
Yo, welcome, kiddo. I didn't expect to see you today.
Hey there, old man. Tian runs the bar where many of Eudora's alchemists gather. He's someone that even alchemists respect. He took care of my parents too. We came here to eat a lot when I was young. When I don't have time to cook for myself. I usually come here. He's watched over me and supported me becoming an alchemist ever since I lost my parents. I'm done with the test, but it'll be a little longer until I know how I did. He'll be fine. I know you passed. I really hope so. I'm not doing a good voice for an old man. I don't know what to do. Yes, yeah, we're fine. I think I'll start preparing something to celebrate the opening of your store. Yeah, let's go with that. Do you mean a new drink? Something I'll get to try too? You'll have to look forward to it if you pass. After you pass. Honestly, after this punk kid apparently me trying to do a voice stopped me talking. Honestly, for this punk kid to have already taken the guild exam, you'll be surpassing me in no time. I don't know if I've passed yet. Someone enters the bar and the crowd suddenly gets noisy. Even the old man looks surprised. I look behind me and see her walk straight to the counter. Yo, it is her. She's young and slender with a thin face and smooth golden hair. There's a scent in the air around her that overpowers the liquor, men, and food. It's a calming, pleasant smell. She's a beautiful elf. She almost looks human, but she's clearly not. There's just a mystic kind of atmosphere around her. I stare at her, fascinated. Everybody here, including Tian, is staring at her just like me. It's unusual for elves to come to Eudora. Raishia Male. Apparently translated as Crystalline Forest. If you could read that little text right there. Where the elves lives is northeast of Eudora, but you rarely see any of them come into human areas. The elf girl doesn't seem bothered by all the people staring at her. She smiles when she sees me and the old man.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, good day. Yeah, well, welcome. What brings an elf to my bar?
領主様の工房へ行きたいのだけど、道に迷ってしまったみたいで。
She's so tall compared to him. At least in this thing. The old man looks relieved at her question. Ah, then take a ride as you leave here. Then turn left after you pass the plaza. I can show you the way if you'd like. She started to get up without even thinking about it. She doesn't look surprised or annoyed. She just smiles.
ありがとう。でも大丈夫です。
Smiling radiantly, she leaves the bar. After I watch her disappear out the door, I sit back down and turn back to the old man. I'm surprised an elf would laugh. I thought they were more collected. Me too. I've never seen that before. It was like, whoa, they can do that? She must be from Raishia Male. What do you think she wants with the Lord? Who knows? Rosetta has studied Eastern culture in depth. Maybe it's an exchange with the elves this time. After killing some more time in the bar, I go back to my workshop. There's nobody else here. The only sound is the clock ticking each second away. Is it tomorrow yet? I lean back in my chair, close my eyes, and think about the past. My parents were alchemists. This workshop used to belong to them. When they were alive, it was always full of people smiling. Every customer left satisfied. That's how I grew up, and why I wanted to become an alchemist. It must be like that for a lot of kids in Eudora. First you open the workshop, then there's several years of apprentice training before becoming an alchemist. While studying under different alchemists, you learn difficult techniques and the basics of a workshop management. Nearly everybody in Eudora wants to be an alchemist. Where you were born and how you were raised don't matter. Some give up along the way and stay as assistants or apprentices, but I took the test to become an actual alchemist. That was a year ago. At the same time, my parents went to a dungeon with the other guild members and died there. Am I? Yep. I'm not remembering anything right now. I'm not remembering something that may come up future in the plot. They went to exterminate a powerful monster that had appeared, but never came back. Took the exam shortly after that, but I barely remember it. I was distracted and couldn't think straight. For the past year, I've been struggling with reality. For my dead parents and for myself, who was to live on alone, I swore that I would become an alchemist. I did well this year. I know I passed. And I'll take my first step forward as an alchemist. I'll develop new techniques, invent new items, and become a real alchemist. And... what are you doing? I'm awake. What? Oh, Laguna, I fell asleep. You feel no pressure at all. You'll never be a real alchemist like that. For a moment I thought I saw his eyebrow twitch. I was too wound up to get any sleep yesterday. I stand up from my chair. If Lagoon is here, that means that he's got the results. So, how'd I do? I have something to tell you before that. Keep it within 3 things. First, if you're a weak fighter, you should hire a guard. I believe that an alchemist of Yuidora should be able to manage on their own, but this will make it easier for you. Second, do not go before the Lord looking half asleep. Wash your face. Laguna points at my mouth. I wipe the drool off my face with my sleeve. Just 2, so how'd it go? Laguna chuckles to himself at my question. You haven't figured it out yet? Go see the Lord as soon as you wash your face. Go see her. You mean, I passed? Honestly, you're slow. Aren't you ashamed as an alchemist to ask the same question over and over again? I passed. I passed! I did it! I shout out without meaning to. I grab Laguna's hand to shake it vigorously in celebration. Thank you, I knew you were my best friend. Don't mind if you're excited, but do it on your own time. This is embarrassing. Okay, I'm off to see the Lord. You were supposed to wash up first. Rush out of my workshop. But immediately go back. I quickly wash my face, towel it off, and slap my cheeks to wake myself up as I look at myself in the mirror. What are you doing, Laguna? Hurry up, let's go. Honestly, you have no composure at all. Yep. I raced through the streets. I passed. I really passed. I'm finally an alchemist. This is the first step toward fulfilling my dream. Hey! It's pink-haired Lolly. Whoa! See, I timed it so that we'd both scream at the same time, because that's how it usually works, right? The thing if it flips upside down. Huh? Why am I looking up at the sky?
ちょっと危ないじゃない。どこ見て走ってるのよ。
They're white. Yes, clouds are white, aren't they?
どこ見てるのよ。変態。
I'm just looking at the clouds. The raised foot comes hurtling down toward my face. I barely manage to avoid it, but it still kicks up a cloud of dust against my face. Watch out, don't aim for sensitive places.
あれ？ウィルフレド・ディオン。またあなたなの？
Finally see the girl's face and remember what happened earlier. Aren't you the girl that was in trouble this afternoon?
さっきはありがとう。でも気をつけないとダメだよ。
Yeah, you could end up dying if somebody accused you of looking at something other than clouds. She reaches out her hand. Sorry, I was in a hurry. I take out her hand and stand up.
急いでたって？ひょっとして誰かに追われてる？
Why are her eyes gleaming when she asks that? No, I'm going to the Lord's workshop.
どうする？どうしてあんなおばさんのとこに？なのよ？
I'm going to get my license.
ウィルも交渉だったの？
Starting today. Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. My running finally brings me to the Lord's workshop. It's a huge building at the head of the central plaza. I keep second guessing myself, whatever. On the main road, every lord before her has worked there. You're late. What were you doing? Sorry, I got a little lost. Lady Rosanna has been waiting. Hurry up and go in. Wait a minute. I stop walking and take a deep breath. I'm trying to catch my breath after running here, but instead, that's making my heart pound even harder. I'm really nervous right now. I've heard that Rosanna is extremely hard to please. I don't even remember what she looks like. She's a noble from the monarchy era, married to Rudensburg Leviera, and the first to be elected lord by the guild. A rookie alchemist could lose his job in an instant if he offends her. I clicked. One more time. You're not going to get any more relaxed than this. Just prepare yourself and go in. I got it. I'll go now. Steal my already tense body and go in the back room. I just stand there, overwhelmed by the intricate designs all around me. This is the Lord's room. It's amazing. You can see the work of alchemists all over the room. The pillars, walls, ceiling, tables, chairs, sculptures, vases, windows, and curtains. It's like a collection of masterpieces. I can see the Eastern influences in their design too. It's very fitting considering Rosanna's thorough study. This mansion has been used since the monarchy. This is where the new government was built. Countless alchemists have combined their efforts to build this workshop. I was born after that, so I don't remember any of it, but I've heard about it from older alchemists, including my parents. And now I can see what they did. I wonder if the day will come when there will be another massive project like this. If it does happen again, I wonder if I'll get to take part in it. Something small would be fine. Just one tile, one window frame, one set of matching plates, a single candlestick. Now that I've chosen to walk the path of an alchemist, I want to leave something of myself behind. That's how I feel. Just looking at all the amazing works done by the people who came before me makes me excited. I want to try my best too. Wait here a moment. She'll be right with you. Yeah, I'll be ready. I barely answer Laguna as he leaves and continue looking around the room. On the back wall there are weapons and armor that look like they're from the East. I'm sure they were made here. Although Eastern culture came to Uedora, Rosanna, our present lord, is the one who mastered it the best. Female alchemists aren't unusual in Uedora, but their techniques and results are quite different. Rosanna is the envy of all the alchemists in Uedora. I'm suddenly startled out of my thoughts when I hear footsteps approaching. Wah! I hurriedly straighten my clothes. I clean myself off, but I still feel sooty and out of place with all the exquisite beauty in this room. No wonder I didn't remember what she looked like. It's implying that I'm not that amazed. Although, I mean, you probably know what I mean. A mature woman appears, moving gracefully. She walks up to me, I swallow nervously. This is Uedora's current lord, the Grand Master Alchemist, Rosanna Leviera. In Uedora, crowded with workshops, she's the most skilled and has the largest workshop. Even senior alchemists beg to be taught by her, and the nobles that supported the monarchy kneel before her. Overwhelmed by her sheer presence, I forget to greet her and just stand there silently.
どなた? 私に何かご用かしら?
No, I was summoned. I didn't expect this to completely come apart.
私に依頼でも? それならばまず使用人に伝えてください。
No, I finally come to my senses and realize that she's testing me. I kneel down and bow deeply before her. I finished my examination today. I'm here to receive my license and become an alchemist of Uedora.
お名前を。
Wilfred Dion. I managed to say it despite my dry mouth. That alone makes me feel relieved.
そうですか。話は聞いています。おめで。
Nope. Whoops. She smiles brightly, then her eyes narrow and pierce me.
出頭が遅いわ。それに、ここに入ったらまず名乗りなさい。
Yes, my apologies.
期日を過ぎることは許されません。ユイドラの交渉としての自覚を持ってください。
Yes. Rosanna signal, employee places a box in front of me. Before me is a beautiful sword with an embroidered crest and a sturdy wooden sideboard. They both bear the crest of the Alchemist Guild.
こちらが免許証です。常に携帯するように。管理区域内に入るのにも必要です。剣は店舗に飾り、看板は通りに面したよく見える位置に掲示してください。いずれも交渉会に正式に認可されている証です。
I stare at the crest of the Alchemist Guild. I solemnly reach toward them. My hands are trembling. I graciously accept them. Wilfred has acquired the title Initiate, Command plus 10. And I gain some points. Yay. Key, Initiate License obtained. Key, Guild Signboard obtained. Shop Ornate Sword obtained. I shiver as I touch it. I'm a full-fledged alchemist now.
ウィルフレド・ディオン。あなたをユイドラ交渉会の一員として認めます。
Thank you very much. I lower my head once more.
立ちなさい。
I stand up right away as ordered. Rosanna looks into my eyes.
領主として あなたに一つ質問をします。
I swallow nervously.
あなたはどんな交渉になりたいと考えていますか？
What kind of alchemist? I look at her in surprise. I'm not sure what to say or how I should answer her. I just say the words out loud as they appear in my mind. A splendid alchemist. I want to develop new techniques and enlarge the workshop my parents left me.
そう。結構です。ではお帰りください。
Rosanna is curt. She looks like she's no longer interested in me. I want to be a great alchemist, give back to Eudora, and spread its name to the continent.
もう結構だと言ったのです。用が済んだら速やかに帰りなさい。
Rosanna looks at me in annoyance. Excuse me. I bow and quietly leave. Rosanna's question echoes in my mind. What kind of alchemist do you want to be? What I told her wasn't a lie, but there's still something not quite right about it. The alchemist I want to be, the kind of workshop I want. Congratulations. Looks like you got it right. Yeah. What's the matter? Shocked that you barely passed? No, it's not that. Wait, I barely passed? Don't think too highly of yourself. Whatever, I got my license, I just have to work hard now. Did she ask you that last year, about what kind of alchemist you want to be? Yeah, she asked me. Thought so. She asked everybody when they become alchemists. What did you tell her? I was aiming to be the best. In other words, I was aiming for her position. Oh, that sounds big, but with her it also sounds pretty normal. Yeah, it was normal. I regret it now. Should have said Meister, or something along those lines. Indeed, that is more lofty. However, I do not think that's the right goal for you. Meister is the highest title given by the Alchemist Guild. But nobody's ever obtained that title. Even a lord like Rosanna is beneath that. You could call it a hopeless dream. Hey, you remember the name of this game? The Alchemist Meister? Did you say that was what you were aiming for? No, So what do you want to do? What is it that you want? What I want to do? I just wanted to be an alchemist. I never thought about that. I want that. My goal as an alchemist. Happiness. What comes to my mind as I think is that I spent my childhood in that workshop. Wait for me. I forgot something. I turned on my heels and rushed back towards the Lord's room. Don't do it! When my parents were alive, I saw people coming to the workshop all the time. Everybody came when they were in trouble, and afterward they smiled as they thanked my parents. I want to be an alchemist like them. I want to please my customers. I want to make them smile. That's the kind of alchemist I want to be. Lady Rosanna, please listen. As soon as I step into her room, the guards rush at me and pin me down. No, wait, I just wanted to say something. Please listen to me.
しつこいわね。放り出してちょうだい。
The guards pinning me down begin dragging me toward the door. I want Rosanna to hear my decision no matter what, and shout the entire time I'm being dragged. Let go of me, please, ma'am. I know the answer to the question you asked me. Rosanna's expression freezes and she strides up to me. She grabs my chin while I'm still pinned down and lifts it.
言いたいことがあるなら言ってみなさい。くだらないことだったら、この館の天辺から吊るすわよ。
I want to be an alchemist that makes his customers happy. I want to be useful to people in trouble. I want every customer that comes to my workshop to leave with a smile. That's the alchemist I want to be. I declare that and watch Rosanna patiently. She stares at me for a moment, then I think I see a tiny smile flicker across her lips.
さっきよりはマシな答えね。いいわ。話してあげなさい。
Thank you very much. Please excuse me.
待ちなさい。私から一つ注文をつけましょう。
Huh? An order? Happy to accept it, but what is it?
次におばさんって言ったら免許を取り上げるわよ。覚悟しておきなさい。
I kneel and panic about her. I humbly apologize. Well, you're about as old as my mother was, so I regretted that the moment it left my lips.
さっさと消えなさい。
Excuse me. Gigi. The Buddha looks at me in shock as I race away from the manor. What do you think you're doing? I don't want to be demoted because of you. Don't worry. Just doing something stupid, I think. But she's a really interesting person. I can't hate people like her. You're aiming for the big leagues. Thanks for the compliment. By the way, why haven't you congratulated me yet? I already said it. Are your ears just for show? No way, I didn't hear anything. Shut up. Stop making commotion at the Lord's workshop. It's unsightly. Okay, let's go back. You need to figure out what to do from now on. Yeah. We walk back to my workshop together. Once I'm home, I look around the workshop once again. It was larger when my parents were here, but it was reduced in size so that I could inherit it. The size of one's workshop is determined by the rank. There are strict laws regulating that. Now then, you're going to have to manage this workshop by yourself from now on. You'll need rare new materials in order to invent new items. I cannot help you personally search for those. But, and this may be difficult to hear, you still have a long way to go. As I'd expected from my merciless friend. I can still say it nicer. People have strengths and weaknesses. Maybe I'm a late bloomer. You're aware of your current abilities, right? You don't seem to pick up on sarcasm very well. Actually, the topic at hand. Anyway, if you do search, I wanted to remind you to hire a guard. The problem is finding someone who would guard a completely unknown and amateur alchemist like you. How about I hire you? That would not be to either of our advantages. I believe that alchemists should be able to support themselves. I guess so. He has his own work to do, and I came this far so that I would be able to work on my own. From now on, he's my rival, and I'm also feeding all of the people that made Yuidora what it is today. I got it. I'll take care of this. I'll take care of it myself. Finally, make sure to hang up your signboard. Do not forget that. Yes, sir. Thanks. See you later. Laguna abruptly leaves my workshop. It's still a small workshop, and I'm just a novice alchemist. I have to sell goods, take requests, and lure to my workshop quickly. That's the first step I have to take as an alchemist. First, I should hang up the sideboard before I forget. It shows that I'm part of the guild. If I don't hang it up, I can't run the workshop in Yuidora. Yuidora law is harsh on unauthorized workshops. Don't want to be involved in any kind of misunderstanding. It's just a small signboard now, but eventually I'll have one of the best in the city. First, display the sword in the store, then I'll hang up the signboard outside. Okay, now where should I put it? I sent somebody to turn around. She's back! Oh, it's the swords woman from earlier. She's looking into my workshop again. From her clothes, she looks like she's from Disnafrodi in the east.
ここの主はお前か?
Yeah, that's right. Can I help you?
話がある。奥に入れ。
Alright, if you have a request, I can... Hey! The girl suddenly pushes my chest and forces her way into my workshop. What's the matter? Is it something urgent? Okay, then. She forces me onto my back, and before I realize it, she has her sword drawn and is holding it in front of me. I hear her mantle fall into the ground behind her, and finally realize the situation. Hold on a minute. You haven't even told me what you want. Look at the sword right in front of me. Huh? That sword. The sword is shaped strangely like an Eastern one. She really is from distant Frodi. There's also a sense of deja vu. To my surprise, that girl's eyes gleam.
この剣に見覚えがあるのか?
No, it's not that.
正直に言わないと首が落ちるぞ。
I swallow nervously. I haven't seen the sword, but it's a distant Frodian sword, right?
おう、少しはわかるようだな。貴様、この剣を鍛えられるか?
Look at the sword pointed at me again. In the words, you want me to reinforce your sword?
そうだ。私のために働いてもらう。でなければ交渉会に通報する。どうする？違法職人として捕獲されるか、それとも私に協力するか。
Legal? Me?
とぼけても無駄だ。ここがモグリの工房だということは分かっている。
I get it. She thinks I'm unlicensed because I haven't hung up my signboard yet. That's strange. There's nothing like what a black market workshop could be. That means you're a Disnafrodian swordsman? If you go on a rampage, I'll report you instead. First, lower your sword. She doesn't lower her guard. I'm not a black market. My signboard's right there. I became an alchemist today. I was just about to hang up my signboard. The girl glanced at the signboard on the floor, then looked straight into my eyes. She accepts it as the truth and finally lowers her sword.
一つ聞く。本当にこの剣を見たことはないか?
I hesitate for a moment. I know I've seen it somewhere before. but I can't remember where. I shake my head. Haven't seen it. There aren't many genuine Disneyphodian swords in Uedora, and even fewer that well made.
そうか。無礼を働いてすまなかった。失礼する。
The girl turns around and quickly leaves my workshop. Wait a minute, wait. I chase after her in a brief panic.
なんだ。
You don't need to go, you know.
用は済んだ。
I came to make a request. Since you're already here, please tell me it.
お前では無理だ。
Because I'm a rookie alchemist, but I win all the training. I should be able to reinforce the sword.
できるのか。
She looks me over like she's judging me. Maybe I was a little hasty. Despite what I said, I've only ever handled swords made by Uedora style. Eastern swords use different materials and methods. I may really not be able to enforce it that easily. What should I do then? Should I just send this customer away? She has to be in trouble. There's no other reason that she specifically targeted a black market workshop. I'm sure that there's a reason she's so unfriendly too. As I finish that thought, I think of something. Please come with me for a minute. I beckon her toward the door.
どこに行く気だ。
Not I can fix it, but there is someone in Uedora who can. I'll introduce you to her.
いらん。
But you need it done, right? She shuts her mouth and follows after me. I was right, she does need it. We walk through the streets. She follows after me, being very careful not to draw attention. I stop in front of Rosanna's workshop. If it's an Eastern weapon, then Rosanna is the one to ask. I know that she'll be able to reinforce her sword. Here we are, okay. When I turn around, she's gone. Huh? Hey, where'd you go? Hey! Look around and finally find her hiding in the edge of an alley. What are you doing? Don't you need your sword reinforced? It's our Lord's workshop. It's the best in the city, and she knows Eastern techniques. I'm sure she can help you. She stubbornly stays where she is. Is there some reason? Then I realize it. She was looking for a black market workshop. Maybe there's a reason she doesn't want to attract attention. I got it. I'll go. So, will you let me borrow your sword? I reach out my hand to her. She steps back and holds the sword close to her. Guess she doesn't want to give it to me. She doesn't even want others to touch it. I understand. Then wait here. I'll go ask for you. I need to know one thing first. How do you want the sword reinforced?
魔力を失ってしまった。それを取り戻したい。
Understood. I'll go talk to her. Leave her there and enter the Lord's workshop alone. As I look around the area, one of her employees promptly comes to see me. I told him about my business and he called her for Rosanna. After waiting for a few minutes, she came to see me.
お待たせしました。あら、まだ何か言い足りなかったかしら？
No, this time I have a small favor to ask. I look around the room again. I find the Eastern sword I saw before on the wall and point towards it. Ah, I knew it. It looks like that sword. I knew I had seen it before. It's very different now that I take a good look, but the shape and design feel similar. That girl's sword is definitely Disneyphodian. Rosanna should be able to handle it easily.
その件に見覚えでも？
Rosanna suspiciously steps up next to me. Hey Rosanna, are you able to add magic to a Disneyphodian sword like that?
技術的には可能ですが、現物を見なければ何とも言えません。具体的にどの剣というものはありますか？
I do not currently have it. Did you make the sword?
東国の技術を使って私どもの工房で仕上げたものです。
And how much does it cost to do that?
状態にもよりますが、2万3とエリルぐらいでしょうか。
Ah, not that much. I almost faint when I hear the cost.
特別な素材と特別な技術を使いますので、それぐらいになってしまいます。
I see. I guess you're right. I don't think that girl has any money at all. She probably knew that too, which is why she came to a novice's workshop like mine.
私どもでも可能ですが、あなたも交渉なら自分で挑戦してみてはいかがですか？
I don't think I have any other choice. Thank you very much.
またのお越しを。
I'm gonna try to learn any techniques. Be like, hey, do you have any books? Her employees see me out of the workshop. The girl is still waiting for me in the alley. She watches me patiently as I walk up. She's probably expecting good news, but her face turns cloudy. She sees that I'm discouraged and realizes how it went. It's technically possible, but it'll cost a lot of money. Do you want to know how much?
あ
I tell her. She closes her eyes for a moment, then gives a slight nod.
あ、仕方がない。私の腕で何とかすればいいだけのことだ。
I quietly walk back to my workshop. Sorry for dragging you around. I didn't get anything done.
いや、助力には感謝している。
Oh yeah, I didn't catch your name. I'm Will. You?
ユエラだ。
Yuella? Are you a swordsman?
そうだ。
Hey, this is just a suggestion, but is it okay if I take on your quest to recover your sword's magic? I'm still a novice, but if I research it, I think I can do it. Yuella closes her eyes and quietly thinks. Leave it to me. I promise I'll take care of it.
無理だ。
How can you be so sure? I'm an alchemist of Eudora. Nothing's impossible. And it's my job to help people like you.
お前の問題ではない。私の問題だ。
What do you mean by that? Yuella hesitates. Her eyes search the air like she's embarrassed as I watch patiently, then she finally speaks again.
ない袖は触れん。
Huh? What's that mean? Is that a proverb from your country?
そんなゆとりはないと言ったんだ。
Give. Ah, you mean money.
何度も言わせるな。
Yuella's cheeks tinge red in embarrassment to make her look more feminine and adorable. What? You don't need to worry about that. She's sulking and has gone quiet. I can't just tell her that I don't want any compensation. If I let her leave, what's she going to do? She'll go looking for another black market workshop and maybe get caught by the guild. She'll get into real trouble. And I want her desire to have her sword fulfilled. Even if I won't see her again, I know that she'll still be in trouble. If I let her leave my workshop looking like this, why did I become an alchemist in the first place? I finally think of something. I know. How about you work as my guard instead of paying for your sword? I was about to go looking for one anyways.
護衛だと。
Yeah, you can do it as a swordsman, right? When I go exploring for materials or for requests, I'll need your help.
交渉ということは、交渉会の管理区域にも行くのか。
Yeah, that's where the best materials are, and the only places where you can find a lot of them. Yuel's eyes sparkle for a moment.
悪くないな。
She mutters quietly, then smiles. Okay, contract approved. Da-da-da-da! New quest, Yuel sword. Oh man, is it... somewhere? Oh my god, it is! Improve your alchemist skills and find a way to restore Yuel's sword. Difficulty is 5 stars. Great. Quests are recorded on the information screen for future reference. I happily reach out my hand to her. Pleased to be working with you. Yuella suspiciously looks at my outstretched hand. Huh, they don't do that over there? It's a kind of greeting for agreements. Shake each other's hand.
そんな習慣はない。
Yuella still doesn't take my hand. Yuella joins the party.
では
Yay!
必要になったら呼んでくれ。
Okay. She turns away from me and begins to leave. Wait, where are you staying?
決まってない。
Then how about staying with me? Nobody else is here.
何を言うんだ。男と同じ屋根の下で暮らすなどできるわけがないだろう。
Look at her! You surprised me, don't you also suddenly?
驚いたのは私の方だ。二度とそんなことを私の前で言うな。いいな。
I will suggest it as much as I need to. She begins walking off angrily, but hesitates and looks back.
毎日顔を出す。その時に予定を教えてくれ。
Yeah, got it. Yuella quickly leaves. I'm alone in my workshop again. I unexpectedly found a guard. This really is the start of my workshop. New Eudora alchemists work hard, day in and day out with a gleam in their eyes. Every day, alchemists watch each other while jealously guarding their own techniques, a world where it's eat or be eaten. I stepped out into that world today. Tomorrow, I'm doing my best. Yay! Prologue complete, probably. but it has been 40 minutes. So I am going to save. As you can see, I deleted the things. Yuela is level 3. And right here, Explorer means that you can bring them to go into dungeons and stuff. You can also set up people to man the shop while you are away, but you probably shouldn't do that until you get more people. Anyways, I will see you in the next part. Bye.